of regeneration by word. That's what he did. Now, it's the same thing. They know not what they do.
Yes.
Can they? You know not now. They don't know what they do. They didn't know that they were crucifying themselves. All right, from in the flesh, and he was leaving out of it. And therefore he was putting death to death.
All right.
So they didn't know that. You understand?
Yes.
Something else they hadn't caught on to even in school. When Joshua was crucified, everybody understands it now. But I thought the whole world passed away. Every bit. When it turned dark, now that's how Yahweh blots out stuff. Blotting out the handwriting of the Lord. I mean, he blotted it out. I mean, he didn't go up and erase it. And start over again. The whole universe blacked out. It shows the passing away of the dispensation of the law and the ushering in of grace. Now we talk about Noah having come from the previous age over into the post-age. He would be after the flood. Right? And here the apostles, they came from under the law over the present. Now you have passed over. Get down you now. They ain't got nothing on you. You passed over from this world into the kingdom. That's right. Now since you've done that, can you stretch forth your hands and partake of those things which are immortal? So, that's what you want to do. Now, he's somebody who's not immortal. Gospel is not immortal. That and all that's unrighteous shall burn up. Even those attributes of hatred, they'll burn. But love can't. Yeah. So what we want to do is come to identify the purpose of Yahweh and who He's made manifest in. And I'm talking about in the position that they have begun, that Yahweh has given them to play in His purpose. You see what I mean? Now, as I said, there's some that were, as the apostle described, there's some that would have a gift of teaching. And there's people that have nothing to say, but know the doctrine inside out.
That's right.
So you find that they are silent,
Yes.
but know the doctrine. Now that part is Yahweh did use words to declare His doctrine, but it's still within Him. Anybody that says anything wrong with it, when you get them up to 10, they can't say nothing. But they know it. And I'm saying that's a part of His body. You understand what I'm saying? So when He declared something, He never said nothing, but He knew what it was. So you are playing that part even in this earth. So that's the part that belongs in His body. I think I should here tell you Gorman Bass. The barber and the faithful follower. I had never heard him speak from my childhood. I knew him. And one time in Springfield, I asked him to put in lunch. So we never heard him speak. Now the sound of them were in California. He got up and gave one of the greatest lessons of why he doesn't teach. I never heard. He said, when you get up here and people look at you, got to remember this and call yourself this. You got to say this right, or this yourself. And you put up, I said, and that's why I don't think that. But everything he said was right on point.
All right.
So I'm saying that's some of the office in this purpose that we have. So I don't want you to feel left out. Some of you are just going to bear witness to the truth. Ain't got nothing to say. A lot of people don't know that John the Baptist didn't have much to say.
All right.
He wasn't talking. And he said, I got to bear witness, and that's it. It's already been said. I'm bearing witness to all that he said. That's it. That's it. But then we come right back, not recognizing that they have their part in the purpose. It wasn't John the Baptist sent away from Yahweh to do nothing. It was him. Well, let me try to get back to what I'm doing. If in the beginning the Spirit of Yahweh moved upon the face of Jesus, right?
Yes.
That's without whom you call John the Baptist. Now, if it was him that moved upon the face of deep in the beginning and the man was covered up, what the hell John got to do with it?
All right.
Come on.
And it was the same one that moved upon the face of deep that then John to put back in the And that's what you got to see. You got to see. What you want to know is Yahweh.
That's right.
And all this manifestation, whatever goes down, you see.
All right.
And that's all you want to see.
That's right.
Because the other fellow don't have his glory. You don't have any time. You don't have eternal life. Now, so I'm saying, even the chart, they're constructed, made up from the vision that was given to the founder. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
These are pictorial illustrations.
Right.
And I'll tell you something else that I don't often mention. A lot of these plates don't go together. Not in the order that they put there. You have to take this event because the part of the event is down here. You have to bring it back and slide it over here. This one you have to go get this one and bring it back here. Because this one you have to go down here and bring it here.
Right.
Because they won't unfold that way.
Right.
So it goes back unless Yahweh shows you. You don't know what event to take to put with what. So you find the completion of it. You understand?
Yes.
So I'm saying you're sitting in a place, and I'm not talking about this building. You're sitting in a place where all that Yahweh has to give is freely given. Woo. There's no greater place to be. Now, the same thing that you look at now as being a matter of life and death, the other fellow wants what you talking about.
That's right. That's true.
There are people, and yet people that what we're preparing, or what I'm preparing you for, is to gather those whom Yahweh has written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Now there's some that were good teachers. Yeah. It's like a star is good. This that. Lucifer was good. He fell. So you're going to have that happen. But that's not a part of what I'm talking about. You understand? Now, it would be wise on those that are not yet convinced. I suggest that you learn a few things. You can just talk there. Then go to anybody you think knows and ask him to explain it to you. Remember now, this is your service. You want to come. I love all of you, but my love you won't help you get into the kingdom.
All right, then.
As far as it's love.
Okay.
You have to know what I know, because that is the kingdom.
That's right. That's right.
Once you know what I know, then that's how you get the kingdom. Because that is the kingdom. So you can't buy your way in, and you can't buy your way out. You got it now? Now, so then I'm saying, when we go back to the root, or the origin, or the archetype, or the beginning before anything was. Now you couldn't do that, because in your life, before you were, this is going to sound like double, before you were, you were.
Right.
In other words, you were before you put this on.
That's right.
So then you have the ability to go back to before you were, to understand from there what is going to be.
Right.
See, this is some of this way out stuff that other people use me. Because it's beneath the way in stuff. See, it's because once you know where you come from, you know where you're headed. Well, now that was displayed by the children of Israel. There was a famine in Canaan. Right?
Right.
Now, the children of Israel didn't cause the famine.
That's right.
Nobody, if you, nobody in Canaan said, you know what, I think we've done everything but cause the famine. Why don't we cause the famine? So why do you want to do this? Somebody ain't got nothing else to do. They ain't going to do nothing like that. This is Yahweh causing the event to happen that he might do what he has purposed.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you. Let me say this. The founder used to tell us, after Yahweh created the heaven and earth, he said, down the way. He ain't worried about none of that, because it's all like the first. But he let the devil do it. You didn't forget. He went through that. So he has to cause events to come to pass to make him get up. Because it's like he can say, I'm Yahweh, ain't none else. But I know that, but you don't know. Now there's a famine in Canaan land, all because because there was a famine in heaven. For at that time, in eternity, or a space of events, not time, in eternity, that the angelic host as a body was not doing the will of God. You see? So when Satan rose up with his doctrine, that caused a famine.
That's right.
You see? And the angels that knew Yahweh would not eat it. Or partake of it. See, a lot of times it's the way you say a thing that people comprehend the depth of it. So now, if there's then that has to repeat itself, the famine, then it has to repeat itself here. Now, because of that famine, it caused Yahweh, or moved Yahweh, according to his purpose. In other words, he has to have motivation too. It motivated him to come down and replenish. Because, get that? And you are, as I try to say, you are the replenishment. Somebody said, how many? I don't know.
That's right.
You know why I don't? I said, well, aren't you Yahweh? Yeah, but I don't know. You Yahweh? Yeah, but I don't know. Why don't you know? Because I don't count myself. You're the one dealing with numbers, I'm not. So I have a will to know how many, in that I'm innumerable. So the number I'm bringing back to myself is as I am innumerable. You got it now? So don't ask me to count me because there's no place I'm not. You know, I want to try sometime because as the Hebrews done, the mercy of Yahweh, we can no longer, and I know there's no such thing as Jews or Hebrews and Gentiles in the kingdom, but we no longer, as is made manifest, can say that Yahweh thought more of the Hebrews than he did us because he came within and not us.
That's right. That's right. We had that argument.
And I'm not talking about recognizing that he came 7 years in peace.
Hello.
Just forget that. I'm talking about but.
Yes.
All right.
He came as a Gentile.
Yeah.
Yes,
Lord,
right.
Yeah.
So now that made, that's what took out, that's what really took out Hebrew and Gentile, is that he's a Gentile. It made manifest of Yahweh. So now you ain't got no concern.
Right.
You and I can't say, well, he thinks more. Hebrews ain't no better. You ain't got no. Yahweh seen you don't have that.